He's reminding me, I think it was this morning, out of nowhere I had an open vision of a flood. Just like, I don't even know where it was. It was just like everything was flooded. He said the time is drawing near. I see a ruler. He said measurements are taking place. He said the cup of iniquity is overflowing. Babylonian systems will be brought down. The money changers will be overthrown, and my ways will come into fruition. Do not be discouraged when you see these things take place. Press into me, daughter. I'ma say it to you all. I'ma say it to you. It will happen soon.
As a result of this flooding, Harris County under a disaster declaration. Officials have shifted emergency activation now to the highest level. People who live along the Sanjak are being told to brace for several more days of flooding. Stephanie Whitfield has updates from city and county leaders today. Stephanie, what are they saying?
The big message is they believe the flood wave is going to arrive during the midday hours for people who live along the San Jacinto River. So if your home is flooded before, now is the time to evacuate. The areas most impacted fall in parts of Harris County and the city of Houston. So we're hearing from spokespeople at both emergency operation centers today. They're expecting floodwaters to continue rising over the next 2 to 3 days. County Judge Lina Hidalgo is calling this a catastrophic event. Right now, you're going to hear from Judge Hidalgo first, then a spokesperson from the Houston Office of Emergency Management.
Right now, you may think if you live in those neighborhoods that things have leveled off and we're good to go, but this threat is ongoing and it's going to get worse. It is not your typical river flood. I know that folks who live along the river, they're river people, as we discussed when I was out there the other day. They see this happen all the time. This is not that. This is not what happened in January. This is much worse. It's a catastrophic event, and we all need to take the urgent and necessary steps to respond accordingly.
Tonight, the deadly flooding disaster in Brazil. Days of heavy rains across the southern state of Rio Grande do Sul, triggering massive floods. Emergency crews using helicopters to airlift stranded residents to safety.
Infelizmente, será o maior desastre que o nosso estado já tenha enfrentado.
Aerial footage shows mudslides flowing down mountains, smashing into homes, gaping holes left in roads, others completely overrun. Even this animal caught up in the raging current. The floods killing at least 10 people, leaving more than 20 missing and forcing thousands to flee their homes.
The catastrophic weather situation in Texas and Oklahoma, where close to 2 feet of rain has fallen in some areas over the last 5 days. Still more torrential rain is due today, and Samara Theodore is in New Caney, Texas, with all the latest. Good morning to you, Samara.
Good morning, Will. That's right. Where I'm located right now is just along the San Jacinto River, where it meets the border of Harris County. This is one of the counties that prompted evacuation for residents. And I spoke with a city worker earlier who talks about the water being well above that fence in the past few days. But we're starting to see things recede now. That's a little bit on the deceiving side because more rain is moving in as we speak, and that will exacerbate the situation on the ground here in Texas. This morning, weather warnings across Texas as the Lone Star State is poised for more severe storms after more than 6 inches of rain fell in parts of the state in the past 48 hours, leading to flash floods.
It's too late to evacuate without calling 911.
As many as 5 more inches of rain expected after days of heavy rainfall, leaving some neighborhoods underwater. Cars submerged, homes destroyed, families separated. This woman calling for help to find her brother.
If I would have known that it could get this bad, I would have never moved down here.